Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in the Beorning lands. So, we've already finished the first major quest line in this region, and we are ready to leave the Beorning Hoods. But let me double check and refresh my mind. Where can we go first? The Wolfdens seem like the safest bet, and there we will find Langhár. Oh well, I guess we can do that. And we also need to go to Vegbár to advance the Black Book of Mordor, something that I had forgotten. So yes, definitely the next step in our journey is Vegbár. So that's where we're going now. What a beautiful day once again in the Vales of Anduin. I'm still amazed at how much I'm loving the scenery in this area. I don't know how many times have I taken a picture of those mountains, but I just love the view. So I don't have a clear memory of the quest lines, the stories in this place, but the scenery alone is making me appreciate this all way more than I did before. Who knows? Who knows how I will feel at the end of our journeys here through the Vales. But this has got to be one of LOTRO's most beautiful zones, and that's saying something considering everything else the game has to offer, but I truly believe they outdid themselves in this one. Or maybe, as I told you before, yeah, I was a little weary coming from the Iron Hills and the Grey Mountains, and I wanted a change of scenery, but when you think about it, it hasn't been that long since we've been in this sort of grassland and green locations. The Daylands is also very lush and very vivid. But I think I like the look more here than in the Daylands even. Now, should I be riding? Maybe. But I also enjoy walking, and at risk of repeating myself, I'm enjoying the view so much. I don't mind taking a stroll through the Vales at all. Unlike some other regions that we've been through so far, where I just take the horse and go as far as I can. No, this one is worth staying at. And here we have an old elven parchment. That's gonna be good. You have found a verse of what appears to be an ancient elven song, perhaps written down by those elves who once lived in the forest. You might be able to complete the song if you find all of the missing verses. There's no voiceover, it seems. Nen anen tinalakalima, water o water bright glinting. Nen terkano kuivieva keutana, water herald of life renewed. I think this last lore is a very beautiful one. It's a shame that we don't have a voiceover for it, especially for the Elven verses, of course. The translation, well, I think we could survive if we didn't have the translation, but it would be really nice if we had the Elven voiceover. There are some orcs in here. We'll get to fight orcs later, so we don't need to worry about that for a moment. Did you see the weapon aura and the sort of light, the sort of, yeah, aura it creates in the ground? How it lights the ground, that was so good. Another elven parchment, let's see. Oyovistala Bistulijaron, ever-changing, changer of all. Oitonieron Arsaurana Taureo, cleanser of tears and would be fouled. Yeah, this is such an immersive piece of lost lore. I can't wait until we find them all. And it's a relatively short one. Flat stone, we cannot do anything with it yet. Okay. Vales artifact chest. Okay. Ah! Birch bark page. This is the second lost lore of this area. You have found a verse of what appears to be a wood folk song, perhaps written down by a scholar passing through the Vales. You might be able to complete the song if you find all of the missing verses.
In blackest shadows his eyes burn, ravening hunger to return, lurking among ling and shrub, weeping, creeping, old mad ab.
So yes, this one, it pertains the story, the tale of Old Mad Ab, that we'll get to know more about it through the lost lore, but also a couple of quests here in the Vales, and it's a very interesting one, but we'll wait until we get there. But what I wanted to mention here is how much faster the voiceover is for all the pages of the Tale of Old Mad Ab. So you might remember me complaining a little about the lost lore of the Green Mountains, how parsimonious it was, and yeah, it took a lot of time just to read 4 verses, and that's not the case anymore. I don't know if maybe that was a piece of feedback the team received after the launch of the Grey Mountains, or they realized they realized that by themselves, or what exactly made them change the declamation for these verses of the Old Mad Ab, because it's the same voice actor and everything, but it's so much more enjoyable in here, in my opinion. You have found Vegbár, and here we have Langhár.
Oh, Staircase, always worried about his sister.
Beriathan, good to see you again, friend. What brings you to Vegbár? Not here to pay the toll, are you? You tell her that Sturkis sent you and mentioned something about goblin problems. Oh, Sturkis, always worried about his sister. Indeed, there are often goblin problems this close to Goblin-town. This time, however, they are not of the usual sort. This time they may be worse.
Skala, in command here at Vegbár, asked for help in this goblin matter. Grimbeorn sent me.
I was just about to ask Skala what the situation is. Would you care to join me?
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can.
After you, Beriathan. Oh, so we get Langhár as a companion. Great. First of all, well, let us also grab
the Beornings once
Stable
made
Master.
safe the Riverlands. We will again.
From Vegbár, we keep watch on travel and trade across the river and over the mountains.
What brings you to Vegbár, stranger? From this fort, my people keep watch on travel and trade across the river and over the mountains. Dwarves and men find easy passage as long as they pay the toll. Orcs and wargs are given no such choice and are turned away with sword and claw unless they be slain where they stand. You explain that Grimbeorn sent you to Vegbár to gather the tolls that have been recently collected, and Gulthek studies your face with suspicion. I was supposed to return to the Bjorning Hus yesterday, it is true, but a raiding party of goblins demanded my attention and I was delayed. How do I know you can be trusted and have truly been sent by my chieftain? Perhaps you are a common bandit and plan to rob us of the coins we have collected. Gulthek glares at you for a moment and then relents. The war is done, even if the fighting is fresh in my mind and there are still foes about. I will trust that you have come from Grimbeorn with this request, but if I learn that you are a bandit, you will regret this deception. But you will not regret it for long. Do you understand me? He hands you a small pouch. Now you should continue to hold peace. But not yet. We're gonna help the people of Vegbár first. Let us grab the milestone. I think we could use that. Alright, now let us talk to Scala.
Langhár. Grimbeorn sent you.
And who is this outsider with you? You introduce yourself and explain that you would like to help with the goblin situation. If Langhár can vouch for you, I see no issue. Woodmen living south of here have been reporting goblin activity in increasing numbers. Speak to the Bjorniks nearby and see what you can piece together. While you are out there talking to the others, would you do us a favor? We need timber for repairs to our buildings and walls. The goblins could attack at any time, and we must be ready for it. Find timber from fallen trees nearby and bring it to me. Yeah, sure, I can do that, Master Scala. Try to take a cool picture of you, if you don't mind. Just a register of our adventures. Well, I think we can remove the black book from the quest tracker, as right now we are more concerned with our tasks here in Vegbár. Vales branches, no. Fallen timber. What is this building in here, I wonder? It's some sort of bridge? Broken bridge, it seems. I just hope there's not a piece of lost lore on that bridge. Even worse, I just hope we're not on the wrong side if that's the case. I don't know if we'll need to scout this location for another quest, so I'd much rather go now. It's drawing my eye, getting my attention, so it's gonna be a quick detour, but a worthy one, I hope. Well, at least it has been worth it for the timber. There's a lot of timber in here. Well, guess what, Goblin-town spy? You don't scare me. You didn't surprise me. Because my sword is alerting me of your presence, so you are wasting your time. We have the Hadoriant. Yeah, I remember the place a little bit. We've got 80 goblins for the deed. We can also grab this artifact chest and see what kind of crafting materials are inside. Ironful parchments, still. Wow. But one is what? Inside a wall? Well, we don't need them that much, that badly. Oh yes! It's on this side! Oh, thank you. Yerne Jenilenar Lintienen. The elder time passes swiftly. Yemwinar Alkari Vehisie Sintar. The glories of old fade as mist. That's so cool. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. I hope I am, but even if I'm not, it still sounds great, and it still gives you such a vivid image. It's a great poem. I'll just keep regretting we don't have a voiceover for a long time. Well, you're gonna get in the road, so there's no avoiding the fight. Hertha, Keeper of the Pass.
With what can Hertha, Keeper of the Pass, help you?
Here to pay the toll? She gently chuckles. You explain that you are helping Langhár investigate some reports of goblin activity. Ah, you're here on goblin business. I did see some outsiders head toward the Goblin Gate not long ago, and then the next day there was evidence of many goblins living. That is all I know. The High Pass itself has been quiet. I do hear some very esteemed guests are on their way, however. Very exciting. Ah, very exciting indeed.
It's a great day in the Vales.
I have a favor to ask of you, Warden. The works of the wolf dens have long been a thorn in the side of the people in the Vales. They are a great enemy of my kin. I have watched most of the work host move south, but a small pack of them remains to reinforce their allies, the goblins in the Misty Mountains. I cannot leave my post to deal with them myself, but they are a plague upon travelers. Please, will you go and clear them out? Yeah, sure. We have here Hertha, and that's the High Pass towards, I believe, Goblin-town, and back to the Misty Mountains, and I would love to go there. I wanna double check where exactly, which part of the Misty Mountains is the Vales connected to. But I think we'll get another chance of, coming to this place, get even closer to Goblin-town. There will be some more quests for that. So, for the time being, I think let us focus on just finding the works for Hertha. Been thinking a lot about upgrading my allies and see how much of a difference they truly make at this point. But there are two main reasons that are stopping me from doing that. First of all, if I get an ally at level 120, I will need to reforge again at level 121, so that's an extra cost that it's not worth it in my opinion. And second of all, I would also need to get Ironfold traceries and then Morgul traceries. That's something that it's also not worth it. So, as intrigued as I am, I think I'm gonna stick with my old allies at least until we get to Mordor Besieged. Which is not long, we are relatively close to that point. So we can get some extra juice out of these allies. The work clearing. Ah, so this is the work clearing where Bilbo and the dwarves climbed the trees? And if that is so, is there a location for the deed somewhere nearby? Oh yeah. This one. Up the trees, quick! Cried Gandalf. They ran to the trees at the glade's edge. Oh, amazing. Oh, there you are. That wasn't so bad. We're so close. Attack. Who else is attacking? God. Finally, completed Vale's Workslayer. Anything else noteworthy? No. So I completed Vale's Workslayer, some gold marks and reputation. We have the advanced tier, 80 works. Doesn't seem so bad. Chronicle of the Company. Where Bilbo lost his buttons, okay. Well, where Bilbo reunites with the company, that's up the road. Where the company gathered at the Carrock. Oh my god, I missed that one. And I'm not sure how. And where Bilbo returns home. Do we need to go back to the Carrock? Oh. But which part of the Carrock then? Because we were there. But okay, we need to go back to the Carrock then. Well, we'll need to return to the Bjorning House at some point, so I guess that would be the best time to also try and check the Carrock once again. Now, the question actually is, how do we get up and back to Hertha? I think this slope in here we can climb. For God's sake. Please tell me we can climb this. Thank you. Truly.
Are buzzing, the birds are singing.
Excellent work, Beriathan. I could see your fighting skills from here. You are a true ally of the Bjornings. Alright. Nothing else so far. So let us go back. Collect the rest of the timber and look for the other Bjornings. Scarn deposit, no. Fallen timber. Just one more. Yeah, we should be okay. Fallen timber actually over here. Talk to Scala, just a moment. Couple things we still need to do.
I have not seen any goblins myself, but several woodmen spoke of goblin attacks at Waldfast.
I have not heard from some of the people living to the south, and I cannot leave my post. Will you please report this to Scala? Absolutely. You can count on it. And now another Bjorning near the old port.
Goblins? None here. The old fort has been rather quiet of late.
Alright, well, thank you for your report then. And go back to Scala, and based on what we heard, it seems it's safe to guess Scala will send us now towards the High Pass. That seems to be the area with the most problems right now. Yeah, we also need to check the people of Waldfast, but I think the High Pass is a safer bet. Whoa, 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 whoa. My bad, we gotta come up the road.
The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
This will do. I have another task if you still wish to help.
The Vales are under our protection.
Now that you have the materials, they must be shaped. Take the timber to the forester Langhár south of here. He will cut the wood into usable planks.
Outsiders entering Goblin-town. Many goblins leaving. And now reports of homes south of Vegbár under attack.
You say you are here to help, so now I am asking you to make good on your word. We have not heard from the forester Langhár in some time. Go to his home and see if he still lives. We must discover why the goblins have left Goblin-town and now threaten the lands to the south. Alright, well, the home at least I think we saw on our way here. And yeah, I think Langhár is safe. Oh, wait, there seems to be another quest in here? No. Langhár. Ah, okay, this is some facing issues like the ones at Skogus in the Grey Mountains, where the quest rank will appear on the minimap for all the possible locations an NPC can be at. What do we got there? I think, like, just trying to avoid these goblins. There's not a big reason to, it's just that, well, the fight seems unnecessary right now. Oh. Waldfast. Oh. Oh. Oh god, yeah, I remember Waldfast now. That's not gonna be pretty. You have found Einhardt's homestead.
What happened here? His home looks like it weathered a storm.
Quickly, let us make Einhardt and make sure he is safe. There he is.
Who goes there? Get away from me, villain!
Einhardt is clearly rattled from whatever happened here. You do your best to calm him down. You are not goblins. I am so happy to see you. This has been the worst day of my life.
Who are you? Are you here to help?
You can quickly explain the situation and ask Einhardt to tell you what happened here. I cannot say for sure. It happened in the dead of night, but I can tell you what I saw and what I heard. I was asleep with my hounds when I was awoken by the sound of many scuffling feet, a horrid chattering of some beastly horde. I quickly looked out a window and saw hundreds of glowing eyes and the glinting of weapons in the moonlight. I am unsure what they were, orcs, goblins, Taurogrim, but there were so many. I could only hide in my home while they trampled through and destroyed everything in sight. What do I do now? Pick up the pieces and carry on? But I am afraid they will come back at any moment.
That poor man is terrified. We should investigate the area and see if it was goblins that came through or something else.
Perhaps we can pick up the trail of whatever it might have been as well. Sure, while I do that, will you help me with some planks?
Done what we must to survive, but I worry it won't be enough.
You want planks? I have no time to ship this now. Those goblins, or whatever they were, could be back at any moment. Just take the planks over there and leave me be. And when you say over there, you are referring to... Ah, okay, over there, yeah. Damaged walls at Vegbár, yeah, but... the trail... Huh. Something in stealth in here. Goblin looter, oh yeah. Alright, it's goblins, but what other piece of evidence you need me to find? There's a cluster of footprints here. Yeah, where? Where? I don't see them. Be careful. I smell something. Well, you can smell it all you like, but I don't see the footprints. Investigate the tracks. Ah, goblin tracks where? Ah, here. Yeah, these are the footprints. Goblins jump out of the brush and attack. Well, good luck. One of the goblins drops a scrap of paper. Oh. Okay.
Goblins indeed. What did that one draw? Some kind of drawing? Is that supposed to be the Great Goblin?
I do not know what to make of that drawing, but we should hold on it for now. Let us return to Einhardt and send him on to Vegbár. It is clearly not safe for him to be out in the wilds by himself. What else?
The Vales are under our protection.
Be on your guard, Beriathan. I can still smell some goblins lurking nearby. I suspect they are waiting for us to leave so they can kill Einhardt and steal from what remains of his home. We will show those cowardly vermin what happens to those who cross the Bjornings. Yeah, let's show them.
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can.
Those goblins nearly destroyed poor Einhardt's home. I feel for the poor man living by himself out here. Perhaps we can spare a few moments and help clean up the mess. Okay. That's quite a mess. But sure. It's gonna take a while. Okay.
The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
But it's much better. Now Einhard will have less to clean up on his own when he returns from Vegbár. Yeah, we gotta send him to Vegbár first.
You came back. Are the demons still out there?
You came back. Are the demons still out there? You explained that the attackers were indeed goblins and that there are still some lurking nearby. You tell Einhard that he should head to Vegbár where it is safe. Yes, that sounds like a good idea, but I cannot live with my home in such disarray and my hounds missing. Will you help me?
Whatever good fortune we had is gone now.
My hounds run off when those terrible goblins carry through here. They must be so frightened alone in the woods. Not the goblins, my hounds. They will respond to their names if you call to them, I am sure. They are Hravan, Skada, and Grimil. Please, you must find them and send them home before the goblins come back. Okay, there's one up there, it seems. What I remember from this section of the game was how difficult was it to find the goblin looters. I played this area at release, and oh god, was that a pain. Everyone was fighting to get the looters. There were not enough of them. Skada runs home. Good boy. Cowardly goblin. Cowardly goblin. Goblin-town spy. Langhár, what are you doing? These are not the sneaky goblins we're supposed to be fighting, so... stop it. Okay. There's another hound here. Raven. Raven runs home. Good boy once again. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, you were too close. Einhard's homestead, yeah. Oh. There you are. But where is Langhár? Yeah, come over here. And Grimil. Grimil takes his time walking home. He's an old boy, it seems. Okay, goblin looters then. The worst thing is we still need a lot of them. Compared to the rate at which they appear, they show up, we still need a lot of them. Cowardly Goblin, no. Come on. Please tell me there are more than 2 locations to farm those goblins. Thank you. I don't know, it seems like we are already too far to the south. Not yet, but we're on the verge of the quest area. But here we have our first view, I think, at the Gladon Fields. Yes. Which is always nice to take a look at. It's massive. The Gladon Fields are massive. So very excited for when we get there eventually. Not yet though. Goblin-town sentry. Another sentry. There's got to be more locations for the looters. No, a spy. No, I don't want a spy. You're not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, you are the one I'm looking for. Alright, 5 out of 7. No! No, I don't want Goblin-town spies. No. Adult Wolverine. Yeah, looter. One more of these guys. We can do it. Of course, the question is, once again, where is Langhár? Where did she go? Why? Why can't you follow along?
I have slain goblins today. Can you say the same?
Ha, that will teach them. The rest should scurry like rats back to the holes from which they crawled. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Beriathan. My sweet hounds are back home, and now they will be safe from those monsters out there. When I feel all is clear, I will bring them to Vegbár. Ah, there you are, boys. Just a picture with your boys. Langhár, if you don't mind. So good to see you are all reunited. Yeah, I'm glad too, Garlic. We did it.
Thank you for all your help. I will head to Vegbár with my companions when I am able.
I should let you know that there are others living nearby that may also need your help. I am in no state to help anyone, but please do what you can.
Einhart is right. There will be more people in danger if the goblins are left unchecked. We have work to do.
Alright, which work?
We have to follow the goblins' trail and see where it leads.
While we are out in the wilds, we should see what else we can do for the people who live here. We may not have much time before they decide to raid the other homes in the area.
Let us return to the tracks where we were ambushed.
I will sniff out the goblins that made them, and we will find these foes wherever they might hide. Ah, what else?
The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
I smell more goblins here, Beriathan. They must be waiting for the homes to be emptied so they can break in and take anything that isn't nailed down. Find them, and we will show them how mighty we are. We will give them a big Beorning roar and send them fleeing.
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can.
There are other woodmen living in this area that are now in danger, Beriathan. They must be warned that the goblins have come down from the mountains and are moving south. I fear that the next time the goblins decide to strike, the woodmen will not be as lucky as Einhart. Alright, well, first thing first, I guess, the tracks. This is where the trail of goblin tracks begins. The tracks go north from here. And where to from here? Still north? Yeah. Here. Here. The tracks suddenly changed direction. Yeah, of course they're coming to Waldfast. What else would you expect? How are they gobbling? We are gotta get close. How much closer? The goblin flees in fear, but this one will not. This one should. The goblin flees in fear. You have Evrul. I'm getting out of here. Do something about the goblins. The tracks continue into the abandoned village.
Oh no! This is the village of Waldfast, and the goblins have completely destroyed it.
There are a few goblins out here, but not enough to level the entire village. There must be more goblins hiding somewhere nearby. What to do? Let me know when you are ready to continue our search, Beriathan. Yeah, we'll need to continue our search, but from what I remember, this section here in Waldfast is quite lengthy, so I think we'll be better off if we leave that for the next episode. So let us end here and we'll continue on the next one. For the time being though, thank you so much for watching this episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.